So I'm here with Franklin Trapp, who is the producing artistic director here at the Forestburgh Playhouse. And thank you so much for meeting with me. This is exciting.
Of course, it's fun.
So I want to talk about a little bit about your history with the Forestburgh Playhouse.
So I started out with the Forestburgh Playhouse as a member of the resident company way back in 2001, which meant that I was performing in all the musicals, rehearsing during the day, performing at night, performing in cabarets, children's theater productions, waiting tables, ushering, doing all the things. And so I did that for a summer, and then I returned to the Playhouse, got my equity card, and then performed some great roles for, a total of 4 years at the Playhouse, and also was directing some projects there, cabarets and main stage productions. So I had a wonderful 4 summers. That's how I got my start with the Playhouse, and then went off into the world and did other things, other careers, honestly, and then returned to take over the place and become the new producing artistic director. So it's been a journey and an exciting one too. So.
That's amazing. I love that story. So what has been your favorite production, I guess, to do and also to see at this theater?
Oh, gosh. That's a hard question because we do, 7 main stage productions every summer. And so now we're looking at, dozens and dozens of shows. I mean, I would say one of the shows that I definitely look back on and always will remember, we did a production of Tommy, The Who's Tommy. And, it was a really exciting, edgy production with really cool tech value video. It was when we really broke through technically and started to really shoot through the roof in terms of production value. So that's an exciting one, a definite benchmark for us, I think.
What goes into deciding what you produce in a season?
It's a combination of, there's not a real simple formula for it, except you try to take a look at, what shows are popular at other theaters. You look at shows that you may have done way in the past that might be good ones to bring back. You also really want to have a balance of variety because a lot of our patrons are subscribers that want to see 7 shows of different types. So, you can, there's always room for a more traditional musical, but then you want to have something that's contemporary that people are going to remember from recent Broadway fame. We also like to make sure we have a couple plays in there too. So we want the plays to be exciting and challenging. And also something that is great for our model of having a resident company perform in the ensemble and also, bringing in equity actors for each production. So it's a lot of factors. We do communicate sometimes with the patrons and surveys and things like that. But the truth of the matter is it's an analysis that takes place over the better part of a month, and then we launch it. We get the rights. The rights have to be available, of course, and then send it off, and we make it happen.
Always making theater happen, right?
That's right. Right.
So, can you talk about future plans for the Forestburgh Playhouse in terms of maybe I don't know if you guys have room to expand or if you're looking to do any other sort of programming here?
Sure. I think it's probably best to talk about what sort of the expansion that's happened over the past 10 years. About 5 years ago, we created an arts education program called the Forestburgh Playhouse Academy, and that keeps growing every year. So part of what we'll do is continue to expand the offerings to, local young artists to provide opportunities. In addition to that, we also 4 years ago created a new works program called the In the Works in the Woods Festival, where we, in the first week of September, we bring in a new musical, a new play, new cabarets, a new family-oriented production. And so that was a pretty big expansion for us to add that on. We're going to keep growing that program. And our season actually is expanded as far as we can take it, really, because, our property is not winterized. So we keep adding on, small programming for our church property across the street, for the tavern, for the main stage. We'll be rolling out some sort of a campaign at some point to refresh the facilities and to build housing so that we can be very self-contained as an organization. So there's a lot to do, but it's all achievable.
Oh yeah, totally, definitely. And so where can people go to find out more about the Forestburgh Playhouse? And also, what is coming up for the rest of the season here this year?
Sure. You can go to our website, fbplayhouse.org. That's www.fbplayhouse.org. Or check out our Instagram, which is also FB Playhouse, or Facebook. Just look up Forestburgh Playhouse. We have very active social media, so there's a lot to learn on there. Right now, we're in the middle of our run of Rock of Ages. We have one more week of that. And then starting August 27th, we open up a really wacky and wild comedy called Hand to God, and that will run for a week. We're really excited about that show. And of course, we have cabarets and dinners during those next 2 weeks. But then we have the In the Works in the Woods Festival first week of September. And then our annual production of the Rocky Horror Show live, which is every weekend in October. So we're not done yet, but we are winding down a little bit. So
love Rocky Horror, and I can't wait to see Rock of Ages tonight. And
great.
Thank you so much. This is so much fun.
Thank you.